Hey guys, welcome to week 18. We are 18 weeks pregnant, y'all. I am 18 weeks and 3 days. I'm actually a day late recording this. It's actually going to go up today, which is Thursday. So wanted to get this out because it's been a crazy week. I did some work traveling, so I just made it back yesterday afternoon and didn't have time to record and put this up. So you're getting it a little bit late. We now know the sex of baby Jay. You will be finding out tomorrow. I will have a video posted on the page, so hopefully you guys check that out. And then we can start talking about all of the good stuff around the gender. So we're really excited. I was right. I will just say that in my guess. And so yeah, we'll definitely talk more about that next week in week 19's check-in. So wanted to start off with some highlights, on the baby, what's going on with the body this week. And then I'll just do a short overview of how I've been feeling. And then we'll wrap up with the belly shot. So highlights this week, we are close to mid-pregnancy, which is 20 weeks. So I'm 18 weeks this week. We'll do another ultrasound December the 2nd. This is like the big one where they do like the full anatomy scan. And that's where they check the size and you get lots of pictures and stuff like that of the baby. So I'm really excited for that. Baby kicks. So this week, most people have started to feel the baby, not necessarily kicks, but start to feel the movement of the baby. They said that the first movements often feel like little flutters, gas bubbles, or even like popping popcorn. And they'll grow stronger and more frequent over time. And then it's also saying that during this time of pregnancy, you start to want to add extra calories. So additional snacks here and there throughout the day is recommended. So just to kind of touch base on baby movement, there have been some flutterings that I've been feeling. I've actually started feeling them a couple of weeks ago, very lightly, but now I feel like they're getting a little bit stronger, a little more consistent. They happen typically like when I've been drinking or eating something. I noticed when I was on the road this week for work that while I was traveling, I felt a lot of the flutters as well. I don't know if it's the ride on the road or what, but felt a lot of those. And it's just really exciting. Honestly, it's so weird and so indescribable, but also like the coolest thing ever. So yeah, super, super cool to experience that. I have had an increase of appetite, so your girl has been eating and snacking more than I probably should, but they say it's normal. So, all right. So some other baby developments at 18 weeks. It says your baby's face is developing. Your baby's ears, nose, and lips are all recognizable on an ultrasound. Eyelids, eyebrows, eyelashes, nails, and hair are formed too. Says in your baby's lungs, the smallest tubes start to develop. At the end of these tiny tubes, respiratory sacs begin to appear. By the time your baby is born, these sacs will become enmeshed with tiny blood vessels that allow oxygen and carbon dioxide to flow in and out. And if you're having a girl, her uterus and fallopian tubes are formed and in place. And if you're having a boy, his genitals are now visible. So those are some baby highlights. The size of the baby is about the size of a bell pepper. It says from length, head to toe, is about 8.7 inches, and weight is about 7.8 ounces. Some common symptoms during week 18 for pregnancy is increased appetite, dizziness, swelling, vaginal discharge, leg cramps. I think that's it. Of those, I really have only experienced, I've experienced increase in appetite, as I've already talked about. I feel like I'm just getting more hungry and wanting to just eat more. I have been trying to be a little more mindful about what I'm eating, but I'll be honest and say that I do eat a little unhealthy as well. Like, things just sound good and then I want it. No more dizziness. I haven't experienced any of that since those two occurrences that we talked about in week 16 and 17. Swelling, no swelling. I haven't had any swelling or anything. I will say that I've had some random, like, when your hand falls asleep, and I think that's usually just because of the way that I sleep at night. I've been consciously sleeping on my side, which I think we talked about this, but it already has its own challenges. But like sleeping on my side, I usually use my arm as a prop, and my hands fall asleep really easily. But I don't think that really is the same thing as far as the swelling portion goes. So no swelling at this time. Normal vaginal discharge, ladies, if you know, you know. So nothing, I would say nothing more than what is normal. Leg cramps, not really. Well, okay, maybe some leg cramps. I have, again, sleeping at night, been trying to sleep on my side, and that has caused some like hip leg cramps, specifically on my left side, which is the side that they recommend you sleep on. So I'm constantly tossing between the left and right side throughout the night, which is really annoying. Add that with the frequent restroom breaks that I'm taking, usually like 3 times a night. It's just disruptive sleep, but I am sleeping a little bit better, I feel like, than the last couple of weeks. I don't know if my body is starting to adjust to the side sleeping, but it's getting a little bit better overall. So I guess it's fine. Let's see. I think that's pretty much it. It says that you're about halfway through. Your stomach is growing. I will say I feel like my stomach is growing. It is. And it does, I don't know. It's like, it feels like it's growing, but also it doesn't, because I guess because I'm seeing it every day, I have to kind of look back at prior weeks to really feel like the progression is there. I'm definitely gaining weight. So I hope that means that we're getting a bigger belly bump. So yeah, I've been taking, those weekly photos, which we'll show in just a moment. Let's see if there's anything else. I did have a doctor's appointment as a follow-up to some of my blood pressure readings. So I've been keeping up with those over the last 2 weeks. All of my blood pressure readings have been normal or optimal, as they put it. However, due to being my first pregnancy, as well as being an African American woman, and I do have a OBGYN that is also African American, but she recommended that I start a low dosage of aspirin daily. I wasn't really comfortable with that, but apparently it's pretty normal for pregnant women to take them as a precautionary for preeclampsia. I did some research. It is safe, as recommended by your provider. So I have started taking that daily along with my prenatal vitamins. It's a low dosage. Again, I never really wanted to, but by the doctor's recommendation. I also have a history of high blood pressure in my family. So at this point, I'd rather just be safe in preventing what could happen in the future. So yeah, that's pretty much it. No other major updates to inform you guys on for week 18. So we'll pause here and move over to the belly shot, and we'll check in with you guys next week. Bye.